Minden apró rezgésed és minden ember, aki benned élt már akár csak egyszer, azt tudja és érzi, hogy különleges vagy. Lángra gyújtasz a dühön veled vagy. Minden utcád, minden tered, a Duna, a Rába, egy-egy szelet. Én örökre már elhittem neked, hogy nélküled semmi, csak minden veled.
So our first guest, Jordin Canada. Welcome in your Jordin, or JC, as I know. How you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Okay, we are making this interview just to inform the citizens of GYőr and our supporters. Who are you? Introduce you as a player and as a person. Please, first of all, tell me a few words about yourself as a person.
Well, I'm a very shy person. I'm very quiet. I'm observant at first. It takes me a while to open up to people, but I'm very fun. I like to go out, hang out with my friends. Family means a lot to me, so I like to spend time with them, and that's pretty much who I am.
Okay. When I was preparing for this conversation, I realized that maybe it's the most difficult situation for me to make a short interview with you, because you are so many part of your life can be interested for me, for people in Hungary, as a basketball player, as a person, as a advertising man, if I can say. So I try to focus on some parts of this because I don't believe we can talk about the whole people you are. First of all, a basketball player, because you are a professional basketball player for our team. You are 26.5 years old. You won twice the WNBA. You were a member of the national team of the US. You have so many records I cannot remember exactly. Did you ever plan any other part or any other job for yourself? Or you ever wanted to be a basketball player?
Actually, no. When I was growing up, basketball was just a sport that I played for fun. I actually wanted to be a nurse. So I went to UCLA to become a nurse, because that's what I wanted to do. I loved kids. I loved being around kids. And so I figured what better way than to be, a nurse. And so as I continued my journey with playing basketball throughout high school, I kind of got interested in basketball, and I knew that I wanted to play professionally, but I always knew that at some point, when the ball stops bouncing, that I would have to figure out something else to do with my career. And so nursing was one of them. So who knows, maybe after I retire from basketball, I might go into nursing. I might not. I might just find something else that involves being in the community with kids, because that's something that I'm really passionate about.
It was a long time ago when it realized that you are a special basketball player at the UCLA, of course. After that, you were the 5th pick in the WNBA, chosen by the Seattle Storm, and you won in your rookie year a championship. How did you felt it?
It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. Honestly, I was not expecting to win a ring in my rookie season. It was, quite shocking for me, but it was an amazing experience to experience a new league, a new team, just to get better and grow, and just to see how the league has, evolved when I got into the league. And so it was just amazing to win it and to be a part of a team that, I actually contributed coming in, because, sometimes when you're a rookie, you don't really see the floor a lot. And the fact that I got to play and actually contribute and help my team win a ring, it meant a lot.
In the first year, as I saw, you were on the court not so long, for sure, but I saw so many videos about the celebration of the championship, which showed me that you were really part of the team, because you were in the middle of the celebration.
Yeah, when we had our parade, we had a big celebration, winning even after the game had ended in DC. Just having a lot of fun and like I said, just the fact that I got to actually contribute to the team and go in and give good minutes and produce, it felt special to me because I felt like I actually deserved to win that ring. So it was just a lot of fun. It was an amazing experience in my rookie year and something that I'll always remember.
If you are speaking about your WNBA team, Seattle Storm, I cannot forget that you have a teammate, a living legend, Sue Bird, in the same position than you. Tell us a few words about, not about her, but how to be the second position one player after a player like her, because it's the same situation in the past 4 years for you.
Yeah, I mean, we're two different players. We have two different dynamics to our game. I'm someone that loves to push the pace and keep the tempo and push in transition. And we're just two different players. But I've observed and I've watched Sue over the last 4 years and how she carries herself on and off the court as a professional athlete. It's very admirable. And, you know, something, I've taken a few things from her. And the one thing that she's always told me when I first got to the team is to just be yourself. You know, don't worry about trying to be like me or fill my shoes. You're here for a reason. You know, go out and play the game that you know how to play because we drafted you for a reason. So to hear someone like that, who is the greatest point guard of all time, to say that to me, it meant a lot because I didn't feel so much pressure, you know, going in my rookie year and trying to feel like I had to be like her or play like her. I can play my game.
Did you know or do you know that our head coach, Dalma Iványi, is quite a similar player and legend here in Europe and especially in Hungary on the same position? Did you know?
Yeah, I did know, and ironically, she was coached by my former coach, Dan Hughes, in the league. She told me that the other day, so that was kind of crazy that things come back full circle, that she actually got to be coached by him for a couple years, and I've been coached by him for a couple years, so we got to talk about that.
What do you think, is it a plus for you as a playmaker to have a coach in the same positions past in her history?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, and honestly, it gives a different perspective. You know, she's played point guard position, and now she's a coach, so she sees things differently. But also at the same time, she can understand what I'm seeing as well because she's played the game before in Europe and in the pros. So it's easy to talk to her, and also just to have a female coach as well. I think that's extremely important. Just the dynamic of having a female coach and someone who has played professionally. She understands the game. So she gives me the freedom, you know, to play my game and see what I see on the court, but also at the same time give me some advice of what she sees and calls things that, you know, I don't necessarily see. So it's a good give and take.
The next will be the shoe, the sneaker. You arrived here 6 days before, maybe 7. I already saw minimum 3, maybe 4 pair of shoes wearing by you on the court and off the court for sure. And I looked after it and I saw that you are a really, really huge fan of shoes and sneakers. How did it start and how many pairs of shoes do you have here and at home?
Yeah, so I developed my love for sneakers when I got into college, probably around my junior year at UCLA. I started falling in love with sneakers. I was buying different brands, Adidas, Vans, Jordans, especially Nikes. And then when I became a professional athlete, I was sponsored by Nike. So I was wearing a lot of Nike shoes and I was just getting involved in like the fashion sense with not only shoes, but clothes as well. And then now I'm a Jordan athlete. So I brought I believe I brought 5 pairs of basketball shoes. I brought maybe 7 pairs of regular shoes. And at home, I have over like 100 and something pairs of sneakers. It's a lot. I actually have in my house, I have a shoe room that's just strictly for my shoes because I have so many. So it's a lot.
Can you tell us which is your favorite one? I mean not in color, but in type on the court.
On the court, so I love to wear Westbrook shoes. He's a Jordan athlete as well, Russell Westbrook, who plays in the NBA. I love wearing his sneakers and also the Jordan 35s, which is one of the shoes that I wore in the previous game. Well, the last two games I've worn the Jordan 35, so those are my two favorite sneakers.
Okay, you already mentioned that you are a member of the Jordan family. Let us know about it, because we don't know how it works. How did it start, and how proud are you to be in that only few women basketball player who are ambassadors of this great brand?
Yeah, so I was sponsored by Nike at one point, like I said before, in the WNBA, and in the bubble of 2020, I got a call from my agent who said that Jordan wanted to take over my Nike contract, and I just thought it was a no-brainer. I'm a huge fan of Michael Jordan and what his brand represents, and so, you know, they said, hey, we want you to be a part of the family, and so they sent me sneakers in the bubble for playoffs, and I got to wear a few of them, and I signed a couple months later after season, and I've been a part of it ever since. And now we have a group of 10 women who are now part of the brand, which is the biggest signing of the Jordan family in a while. So to be a part of that is, you know, it's such a blessing and an honor, because like I said, I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. I love what it represents, the uniqueness in every player on, you know, a part of the family. And it is like a family, honestly. I've been around, you know, the players, and I've been around the staff, and just to be around that atmosphere is definitely feeling like a family. They, you know, treat me with great respect, and they treat me exactly like the men athletes who are part of the Jordan brand. I get the same things they get, the same gear that they get, the same exposure. So it's really cool to be a part of something that's really unique and a historical thing as well, for me to be a part of the, you know, biggest signing. So it's pretty cool.
Do you have any other I can say, off the court to building the brand for the social response things what the Jordan brands used to do, or it's only that you are wearing the brand on the court?
No, so I do things off the court as well, pretty much like community, you know, stuff, whether it will be camps or just certain events that I would have to show up for. It's not just wearing the stuff on the court, it's what's happening off the court as well, with, you know, giving back to the community any way possible, or just showing up for Jordan brand events and talking to kids, and, you know, doing little events for camps and stuff, and going to games. So it's more than just wearing the athletic gear.
Okay, you arrived on the 2nd of January. You already played at Budapest against the Vasas on 5th, and on the 8th of January, first time you played home game here in GYőr against a giant, I can say, Hungarian and European women's basketball, Sopron, and we won. The first step and the first action, what happened on the game? Do you remember what did it happen?
Against
Sopron, the first offense.
Yeah, I hit a 3.
How did you feel it? It was a calm, made you calm, or whatever.
Well, I like playing in big games. I knew this was going to be a big game for the team. I didn't really know exactly the history behind Sopron and how, you know, them being undefeated for a certain amount of years. I wasn't aware of that. All I knew was that, you know, they were the #1 team in the league. And so, you know, I love playing in big games. So games like that, you know, I'm very calm, I'm very collective, but that's just how I am in general when I play basketball. I don't really try to rush or do too much. And so when I knocked down the first 3, I mean, I knew I was going to have a good game, just because, you know, I hit the first shot, and when you hit the first shot, you always feel good. So, yeah.
Okay, do you know that our team won a game against Sopron last time 4.5 years before?
I did not know that. I'm just now finding this out. Yeah.
Okay. In the past 7 days, you already met and know the team members, the staff, the club. What's your first impression about the play, about the teammates, about whatever?
Honestly, this is the best experience that I've had thus far. I've played for 2 other teams overseas, and this is the best experience that I've had. I love my teammates. I love, how individual they are, and also like how they've just welcomed me since, I'm one of the players that's coming for the second half of the season. They've welcomed me with open arms. I think the organization, is such a professional organization. It's kind of rare that you see that overseas sometimes, that everything seems to be like in balance. So I think that, this whole organization, the GYőr, I have no complaints. Love my teammates. The coaching staff is great. Everyone's very helpful. If I need anything, they've always reached out. If something's going wrong, they'll fix it right away. So I haven't had any issues. I love being here. The city seems pretty nice as well. Hopefully I get to venture out a little bit more as I continue to stay here, but I love it here.
I hope it will be the same in the next months because we have so many difficult games ahead of us, and we have real good plans and wishes for the end of the season, and hope you will stay in the same way. Do you?
Yeah, of course. I want to continue to win as many games as possible. That's what you want when you play in this type of league, or just professionally. You want to win as many games and, hopefully come out on top in the league. So I'm looking forward to, playing some more games and getting some more wins.